Thank you. You may be seated. I'd like to welcome everybody to the class of 2021 commencement, and we're very proud of this group. As you well know, they've gone through a lot. We all have, and I just want to go over a few things that maybe refresh their memory a little bit, what they've gone through just this year alone. And first of all, we made it through a couple hurricanes. Sally and Zeta, anybody remember that? Several other power outages, several other storms. We survived that. Also, some other thing called COVID-19. Y'all did a great job with that, and I want to thank you. And, we had some new words, new expressions from COVID-19 that we really aren't used to using maybe in that regard. Some things like coronavirus. You have a little better understanding of that now, right? Coronavirus. Spacing. Wow. I know that got old, didn't it? But anyway, also wearing masks, face shields, face guards, sneeze guards, social distancing. Wow. That's big, isn't it, these days? Social distancing. Quarantine. How about wash our hands for 20 seconds? Health protocols. Exposure. 6 feet within a certain distance of somebody for 15 minutes, and that's bad news. Zooming. The old Zoom. Contact tracing, symptomatic, PPE, N95 mask. I'm not really sure what that is yet, or do y'all? And probably the most thing that we heard so many times, and that was what? Cover your nose, cover your mouth. Sneeze into your elbow. What was the number one thing that they kept on saying? This was what? The new normal. I'm glad that was not the new normal at all. Some of the things that we did at Lowndes to make it where we could survive all year long in person. We spaced our desk around the classroom. We have different times going to the lunchroom. We were able to go to the lunchroom, which was very good compared to some other schools. We all faced the same way. That got a little bit old, didn't it? Wearing masks when we're on the move probably helped to have a few friendly reminders of that, right? No field trips, no locker use. Homecoming dance was done on the football field, which I think sort of turned into a positive. We had a prom because of all that. April 5th, we became what? A lot more normal, back to our normal. But again, I was just very proud of every one of you for your help, your leadership through all that, and I know you have a bright future because of that, because you persevered through some very tough times. I just want to thank you.
Good afternoon. Please bow your heads with me. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for blessing us with this beautiful evening to come and celebrate the class of 2021. Thank you for the good times, that we have made memories that will last a lifetime with such a great group of people. But we would also like to thank you for the obstacles we have had to overcome this year, that you have allowed us to learn from them and grow in our faith. And most importantly, we thank you for giving us the strength and mindset to finally finish out high school. I pray that you will guide each and every one of us on our journeys, and that we will continue to keep growing in our faith and following you. We ask all of these names in your sweet and precious name. Amen.
Please stand for me as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join us in singing the national anthem.
You may be seated. Okay, right now I am going to let everybody know all the different scholarships that our seniors were awarded this year, and it's a significant number. Senior, when I call your name, will you please stand? Before we give our scholarship recognition, we'd also like to present two students with the prestigious Pat McPherson Award. This award is given to two senior students, a girl and a boy, selected by the Board of Trustees who are involved in two or more sports, have an overall B average, and show good leadership. It is my pleasure to present Faith Lane and Drew Till with this award. Now I would like to acknowledge the scholarships that have been given and offered to the class of 2021. First, Davis Bull, Thomas Jefferson College, $115,000. Savannah College of Art and Design, $52,000. Lowndes County Farmers Federation, $1,000. Triple B Farms, $20,000, for a total of $188,000. Thomas Franklin, James L. Lane Memorial Scholarship, $500. New Bethel Baptist Church, $12,000 for a total of $12,500. Hannah Freeman, College Counts, $2,000. Huntington College, $48,000 for a total of $50,000. Gracie Garner, Vanguard Scholarship of North Alabama, $1,000. James L. Lane Memorial Scholarship, $500 for a total of $1,500. Jay Cooper. I would like to recognize Jay Cooper as the recipient of the Balfour Award. This award is given annually to a senior chosen by the vote of the entire faculty. The recipient is a student who the faculty feels has made the greatest contribution to Lowndes Academy and is based on scholarship, loyalty, and achievement. Congratulations, Jake. Also, Jake has the Lowndes County Farmers Federation for $1,000, Sheriff Big John Williams Memorial for $2,000, Mayor John Nichols Memorial for $500, Marion Military Institute for $3,000, University of South Alabama for $2,000, Faulkner University $24,000, and Huntington College $50,000 for a total of $82,550. Faith Lane, Distinguished Young Woman, $1,750. Pioneer Electric Cooperative, $3,000. Auburn University, Ever to Conquer, $5,000. Auburn University Rick Pate Family Endowed Scholarship, $1,500. All Auburn Merit Scholarship, $6,000. Alabama Cattlemen's Cecil Lane Scholarship, $1,750. Lowndes County Cattlemen's Association, $1,100. Lowndes County Cattle Women's Association, $750. Lowndes County Farmers Federation, $1,500. Alabama Farmers Federation Endowed Scholarship, $1,750. Pack McPherson Award, $750. Benton Baptist Church, $1,500. Huntington College, $52,000. And Mississippi State University, $58,000 for a total of $136,350. Carly Marvin, Faulkner University, $93,580. Olivia Reeves, Huntington College, $48,000. Fusion Dance, $2,500. Applause Dance, $500. Inferno Dance, $500. Southern Union State Community College, $9,400 for a total of $60,900. Meadows Rosser, Southern Union State Community College, $13,284. Sneed State, $13,694. Auburn University, Fearless and True, $10,000. College Counts, $2,000. PAL Scholarship, Hayneville Telephone Company, $1,000. Lowndes County Farmers Federation, $1,000. Alabama Cattlemen's Association, $500. Lowndes County Cattlemen's Association, $1,100. Lowndes County Cattle Women's Association, $750 for a total of $43,328. Drew Till, Lurleen B. Wallace Community College, $18,000. New Bethel Baptist Church, $12,000. And Pat McPherson Award, $750 for a total of $30,750.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my but you never forget all the ones who love you in the place you left. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves
one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance.
It's a real and constant motion. Always rolling so long.
I hope
Tell
you
me
dance.
who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone.
I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out.
In the back of my mind, the time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds in stands went wild. We were the kings and the queens, and they read off our names. The night you danced like you knew our lives would never be the same. You held your head like a hero on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I said, remember this feeling. I passed the pictures around of all the years that we stood there on the sidelines, wishing for right now. We are the kings and the queens. You traded your baseball cap for a crown. When they gave us our trophies, and we held them up for our town. And the cynics were outraged, screaming, this is absurd. 'Cause for a moment a band of thieves in ripped up jeans got to rule the world. Long live the walls we crashed through, promise me this, that you'll stand by me forever. But if God forbid fate should step in and force us into a goodbye, if you have children someday, when they point to the pictures, please tell them my name. Tell them how the crowds went wild. Tell them how I hope they shine. Long live the walls we crashed through. I had the time of my life with you. Long, long live the walls we crashed through. How the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. And I was screaming, long live all the magic we made.
Right now, I'd like to introduce our class 2021 salutatorian, Davis Bolt.
Good evening, faculty and staff of Lowndes Academy, family, friends, and most importantly, class of 2021. First, I would like to welcome everyone and thank you all for coming to the class of 2021's graduation. I think I can speak on behalf of my classmates and say we are delighted you could join us. I also want to take a moment to recognize the faculty of Lowndes Academy and thank each of the teachers who made a profound impact on the development of the students who will be graduating today. I speak on behalf of the whole class of 2021 in thanking you all and the efforts you have instilled in us to this day. When given the honor of representing the class of 2021 as the salutatorian, my first thought was, what am I going to talk about for 3 to 4 minutes on stage in front of a crowd the size of Lounsboro? Am I going to reminisce on all the memories? How about speak of significant events for the school? Or I could talk about how this is the end of a chapter and the beginning of the rest of your lives. No. I knew when creating my speech, I wanted it to be different and something that offers excitement and insight to this monumental day. Today is no small feat for my classmates and me, and for many of us, this day might be one of the most significant or life-altering days of our lives. So I want all of my fellow classmates to take a moment and recognize their hard work and determination. All of you have worked 13 years for this moment, and none of us should take this moment for granted. This diploma that you are being awarded today is your key to the world, so promise me that you will take that key and use it to unlock your future goals. Looking at each of my classmates, I realize I may not see many of you after today. That is a painful thought. But I am also filled with anticipation because I know all of you sitting before me have the potential to succeed in whatever you choose to do. Although many of us might not become the rich, the famous, or the powerful, I want you all to know that your words and actions have the power to make all the difference in the world. My last message to my classmates is if any of you ever need a friend, as Randy Newman says, you've got a friend in me. I'm always a text away. Don't call me. You know I can't stand talking on the phone. And you all know I'll be in Savannah. So if you ever find yourself in Savannah, come by SCAD and say hello. To conclude, I would like to relay a quotation from Robert Frost. This one is for you, Miss Linda. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the road less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. I encourage you, the class of 2021, to do as Robert Frost advises. Do not only follow the opportunities made available to you, but also follow your heart. Instead of following the path of past graduates, pave your own path and take the road less traveled by. Sure, it will most likely pose more of a challenge, but in the end, the victory will be much sweeter. Thanks again to all the families, faculty, and any others that I have missed. Thank you for your contributions to our formative years. You have made all the difference. Congratulations once again to the class of 2021. I wish you all the best, and I believe in each one of you. I will miss you all. Thank you.
Okay, now it's for the class of 2021 valedictorian Meadows Rosser.
I would like to say, sorry. I would like to say good evening to everyone who's come here today for the graduation of the class of 2021. Thank you to my fellow students for the years of entertainment and opportunities to grow since I joined them 5 years ago. To the teachers, coaches, and staff members, the students and I thank you for providing an education for us and pushing us to do our best even when we feel we cannot. Thank you to the parents who have come here today and will continue to support us even after our final days of high school. Finally, I thank God for what He has given us and pray that He blesses everyone here today, student or not, with good fortune and wisdom in the future. I stand before you as the valedictorian of the class of 2021. With this title comes the opportunity to speak to everyone here, an opportunity not many would usually enjoy. Many of the students here, and even some from the crowd, I'm sure, would not envy my position at this moment. However, this opportunity allows me to provide a lesson that I believe everyone here can benefit from. Throughout my high school years, I have learned something valuable, that every choice you make has an effect on yourself or someone else. Some of these choices are presented to you every day. Waking up early, getting dressed, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, eating breakfast, and going to school. These choices seem simple enough, but what if even one of these didn't take place? Your morning would be ruined in an instant. Even the night before is filled with an endless number of choices. Do you go to sleep early and study in the morning, or do you study now at the risk of oversleeping? These choices affect only one person. So imagine all the choices you have when you're at school, practice, or even work that affects not only yourself, but others as well. Take this speech, for example. I was overjoyed to learn that I had earned the valedictorian position. I was less ecstatic to learn I had to give a speech about it. No one's jumping at the opportunity to take my place, I'm sure. And, of course, the speech was mandatory, so I couldn't refuse. So I made a choice. Would I find a simple speech that I could have just found on any website and be done as soon as possible? Or can I make my own speech and be proud of it and provide a lesson that I believe can actually benefit people? Even though the choices you make seem insignificant, they're reflections of the person you are now and will become. As asserted by the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly, and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. I see this as a call to make the honorable and right choices as we step into the next chapter of our lives. It's easy to make the right choice when you have people around us, such as parents or teachers, who monitor what we say and do. We will not have these guidances we once had. It is up to us to make the choices that honor not only the ones we love and respect, but also God and His Word. My final message to you all is that I wish everyone here, student or not, can go out into the world and uphold the virtues God has given us so that we can honor Him and show others that our choices can have a positive effect. Give thanks to Him daily and help others to glorify His name. Every day is filled with simple choices, and how you face them reflects who you are and will become. Scripture states, "Enter by the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the way is easy that leads to destruction. Those who enter by it are many. For the gate is narrow and the way is hard that leads to life, and those who find it are few." Matthew 7:13 through 14. To my fellow classmates, I encourage you to make the choice you believe is right and maintain constant self-discipline in your endeavors. No matter what job you work at or what college you go to, maintain good character. The future holds many uncertainties, but if you hold on to proper discipline and good judgment, I trust you'll make the best choice. I hope that in the future, the choices you make will lead to a happy and fulfilling life. Now is the time to show the world what you will become. Thank you.
How about another nice hand for both Davis and Meadows? Great job, guys. Well, I get the honor tonight of introducing our guest speaker, and it is Tina Coker Hammonds. A lot of you know her. I think they go to church here. A little bit about Miss Tina. Tina graduated as valedictorian, so she had to do the speech. Did you dread it? I did. Okay. In 1996, and she was a member of the 1994-1996 state championship basketball teams. She attended Duke University. Let me say that again. She attended Duke University, okay, and which says a lot about her, and also I think it says quite a bit about Lowndes Academy also. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in 2000. And she was on the Dean's List, a member of Phi Eta Sigma Honor Society, and pledged Alpha Omicron Pi. She completed with the women's crew team and equestrian team while there at Duke. Afterwards, she received a Juris Doctorate from Cumberland School of Law, where she was a dean student and was a member of many organizations and competed on the national trial team and was editor-in-chief of the American Journal of Trial Advocacy. After school, Tina clerked with the Honorable Justice Gene Brown of the Alabama Supreme Court before working here at home as a local prosecutor. After becoming Chief Deputy District Attorney for the 2nd Judicial Circuit covering Lowndes, Butler, and Crenshaw counties, she has been serving as Assistant Attorney General for the past 14 years. For the state, she has handled capital appeals and has served on violent crimes trial team and is currently a member of the Attorney General's Consumer Interest Division. Tina and her husband Darren attend church here at Hayneville Baptist, and together they raise horses and cattle on their farm in Mount Willing, and she has one stepdaughter, Blakely. Let's give a nice round of applause to Tina Coker Hammonds.
Good evening, everyone. Let's see. Scotty told me to turn this down, so doing that, Scotty. Well, 25 years ago, I graduated from Lowndes Academy. And to you all, I know that makes me very, very, very old. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret that all the rest of us know. You'll be standing in my shoes in the blink of an eye. It happens very, very quickly. So, yes, I was able to speak at graduation 25 years ago, and I was mortified. I was ready to deliver my speech and had put it on note cards just like Miss Linda wanted. Kara Casey and I had edited it, and I was as nervous that night as any night in my life. But then thinking about what to say tonight made me just as nervous again, because this is a very important night. How to get through this without crying? That I'm going to try to do, so we'll see. I want you to know how honored I am to be here tonight, to be a part of this special night for these special students that I've seen grow up. It's really an honor, and I can't thank you enough for allowing me to be here. So, what to talk about? I want to talk about advice that I wish I had had when I was sitting where you are, and maybe some advice that I did get, but we didn't listen to. For starters, when I sat where you are tonight, I wish that I really understood back then how great of an education I had received at Lowndes Academy, how great my years had been. Now, there were hard times, but We had great sports teams. We got to participate in clubs. We made great memories with each other. Miss Carol made sure we had a great first kindergarten year, and Miss Linda made sure we were ready for college. It was really a wonderful experience. And my classmates have been friends for life. Some of us still go to church here together. And speaking of church, I didn't get the chance to regularly go to church as a young child, so Lowndes Academy provided that for me. Lowndes Academy was my Bible school and my Sunday school, and I'm very thankful for that. Without Miss Alice's third grade class, I would have never learned how to spell Nebuchadnezzar. And as we all know, you weren't making it out of there alive without knowing how to spell Nebuchadnezzar. So I'm very thankful for the fact that the leaders and the teachers of Lowndes Academy chose a Christian curriculum for our elementary, and I want to officially thank everyone for giving the opportunity to have a Christian school in our community and for the opportunity I had to attend a Christian school and have that curriculum. It changed my life. So right now, tonight, you have the basis from your education here at Lowndes to spread your wings and go do anything you want to do with your life. And I hope that you remember that as you move on from tonight. So let's talk about some advice about things that I hope you'll learn to do. First off, slow down. You don't have to know tonight who your spouse is going to be, where you're going to live, or maybe even what your major is. Or you might know what your major is, and you might be wrong about that. And that's perfectly okay. I think that's something that when we're planning and trying to get ready for school, there's so much pressure on us that we don't give ourselves the freedom to maybe be wrong. When I was sitting where you are, I was headed to Duke University with a full schedule of pre-med classes. When I got to school, I applied for a work-study job, and I did not get one at the hospital like everyone else. I got one in a psychology lab, and I was disappointed about that. Some type of an admin job with a professor with grad students. I went to that job, and I started learning about memory and the way that people remember the things that happen in their lives and the way that witnesses remember things. And that led me to a psychology and law class, and that led me to a friend calling and saying, "Do you want to come home and be my roommate in law school?" And I chose to do that. And when I was sitting where you are tonight, I was headed in a completely opposite direction. So sometimes things can change in your life, and that's perfectly okay. So be open to the directions that life may bring you. Tonight, you may not know the path you're going to walk, but the Lord created you with all those plans already in mind. He knows where you're going even if you don't. So take comfort in that. After law school, I got a lot of great opportunities. I was able to clerk for the Supreme Court. I wrote legal opinions about things that really matter right out of school. I've worked murder cases. I've worked cases in other countries. And I've sat across the table to argue on behalf of the people of the state of Alabama in D.C. and New York and Chicago. Things I never thought I would get the chance to do when I was sitting where you are. I never even thought that I would consider a job with the state when I was sitting where you are. So be open to the things that are coming your way and be open to being wrong. I did not end up in many of the places that I hoped and prayed I might end up. You can't see the big picture, but His plans are greater than your plans. So always take comfort in that. Another piece of truth, whatever you're going to go through, you can get through it, whatever it is. My house burned down about 10 years ago, and it was absolutely devastating. And I know that's not as bad as possibly surviving cancer or losing a child, but to me it was pretty devastating. I live out of my calendar. I remember standing in the yard watching the house burn thinking, boy, if I just had my calendar, maybe I could get through this. And it's almost like God told me, no, you're going to have to get through this with absolutely nothing. That was hard. And through faith and perseverance, the Lord was able to guide me through that. And your faith will see you through the troubles that are coming. But there are troubles that are coming. So when you hit them, remember that your faith and your background and your grounding and your family can help you get through those. And learn that the things that you learn as you go through those hard times can help you lend a hand to others. What I learned was that once you complete a struggle, you're then able to help someone who's going through that struggle. It will make you stronger and will allow you to turn around and lend a hand. A saying that has meant a lot to me in my life as if the only thing that is necessary for the triumph of evil is for good people to do nothing. So do something. You'll get more out of it than you give. Another piece of advice, read your Bible. You're going to need to feed your body and feed your soul to be ready to take on the challenges this world will send your way. So don't go it alone. He has offered you an easy yoke, and His grace and His peace are there for you to accept. So do it, and do it sooner than later. I had to read a lot through my education and through my career, but not a single word of it has been as important as reading the Bible. Know what's in it. Take the time to commit to doing that, and it will change your life. And most of all, be you. God intentionally made you exactly the way you are, and He loves you. So be you. My parents actually split up before I made it to 3rd grade with Miss Alice Lyon over at Lowndes. They divorced, they sold our farm, my whole world came apart. Plus, I had to learn how to spell Nebuchadnezzar. It was a really hard year. My home life wasn't awesome, but I tried my best at school and sports. But a lot of the time, I felt like I was just nobody special. And maybe you felt that way at times in your life as well. But what I needed to hear then, and what you must hear tonight, is that God doesn't look at you that way. God intentionally created you exactly how you are, and you are very special to Him. And I can prove it to you. Exodus 20:25 says, "You may also build altars from stone, but if you do, then only use uncut stones and boulders. Don't chip or shape the stones with a tool, for that would make them unfit for my altar." Another translation says, "If you use stones to build my altar, use only natural, uncut stones." What does this even mean? The Lord didn't want His altar to be made from the cut stones that man had made perfect and similar. He asked that His altar be made from the natural creations, the stones that He had made. All natural stones are His work. They are how He intended them to be made, and they come in every shape, size, and color. No two are alike. What else is unique? Every snowflake, every puppy, every tree, and every human. We are taught we are to know God better through His creation. So what does this tell us? God spends a lot of time making things different. Simply, God's perfection is expressed through uniqueness and variety. But that's not what humans like. What do we like? We like everything the same. Bricks are all the same size, houses and subdivisions look the same. We all try to look the same and wear the same clothes and to be the same and to fit in. Maybe that shouldn't be our goal in life. Maybe being your own unique self is what your goal should be. Maybe we shouldn't be so caught up in figuring out how to be the same. Now, let's not get confused between equal and same. We are all equal. We should have equal rights and freedoms. And since we have all sinned, we are all equal in that as well. No one in this room is better than anyone else. We all have the opportunity for the same salvation. But maybe we shouldn't get so caught up in being the same. Maybe we should really let it soak in that out of all of the millions and millions and millions of humans that God creates every year, there's never been two the same. Now, I still confuse a couple on the front row here, Payne and Howard, but they're not the same either. He made you to be uniquely you, and He did that on purpose because He loves you and He wants a personal relationship with you, and that's pretty amazing. He says in Jeremiah to us, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, but plans to give you hope and a future." So tonight, know that your education and your past here at Lowndes Academy has given you strong roots and a good foundation, and you are ready for the next chapter in your life. We all have high hopes for a great future for you, and we are so very excited to watch you spread your wings and fly. So thank you for the chance to speak tonight, and most of all, congratulations to the class of 2021.
Okay, just a couple of people we'd like to thank tonight. First of all, Miss Linda Williams for all she has done tonight and all she does, period, every day, every school day. Thank you so much, Miss Linda. And also, yeah, we need to give her a hand. And Miss April Lane also is setting all this up and helping out with that. Miss April, thank you. And also like to thank Hayneville Baptist Church for providing this for us. You know, just a great setting, great environment. I'd like to thank them a lot. And then also the man that sets us all up and helps with the sound and just takes care of all the arrangements, Mr. Scotty Bishop. Thank you, Scotty. Okay, now it's time for the awarding of diplomas. I think that's what everyone came here for tonight. And again, I just want to thank every one of the seniors, and we're really, really proud of you and wish you nothing but the best. And you only have one promise, to make to me, and you got to come back and visit. Okay, that's the one promise. Is that a deal? Okay, great. Tonight, Michael Dansby, who's the president of the board, he will present the diplomas. Davis Jarrett Bull. Jackson Wilder Floyd. Thomas Howard Jackson Franklin. Alicia Marie Freeman. Hannah Nicole Freeman. Gracie Morris Garner. Jake Colton Hooper. Mary Jane Kirk. Faith Alyssa Lane. Garrett Logan Lanier. Carly Isabella Marvin. Olivia Nicole Reeves. Meadows Madden Rosser. Logan Walker Self. Rostick Wayne Smith. Andrew Oliver Till. Kason Blake Williams. Please stand. Graduates, you may now switch your tassel. A couple of other things. When the graduates walk to the end of the building there, you may hear a little bit of a bang, a little bit of noise, so I don't want that to shock anybody. So, okay, we're not under fire or anything like that. So, just want to make sure you know that. Okay, and again, I want to thank Miss Tina for coming tonight. Thank you so much for your address. And again, thank everybody for coming. And again, you don't know how proud we are of this group and how close that group is. And I hope they continue to stay close throughout the years. Thank you.